can't say I missed the fact that I didn't. We'll see you tomorrow on the show.
Welcome to JobX, your one-stop platform to unlock career opportunities in Southern Nevada. Now is the perfect time to explore your future career through JobX. JobX connects you to a personalized skills assessment, local in-demand careers, and training and educational opportunities near you.
Not sure what career is right for you? Take the skills matching quiz and find your fit.
Ready to get started?
Visit jobx.vegas today and make your next career move.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio. And we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, September 25th. In our top story, a Las Vegas teen accused of killing another will now face charges as an adult. This decision comes after prosecutors review the severity of the case, signaling a serious legal battle ahead for the young suspect.
A teenager in Las Vegas will be tried as an adult after being linked to a deadly incident at a local park. Police identified the suspect as Jose Juarez, accused of attempting to rob 17-year-old Julio Bravo and his friend. Investigators say Bravo was shot and killed at the scene after refusing to hand over their belongings. Moments later, a 911 call was made. Bravo's mother described her son as someone who had life and plans ahead of him.
He was a teen. Doing teen things, hanging around with the girl at the park. I mean, who didn't? He had a future, he had plans. He wasn't planning on dying. He shouldn't have died.
Juarez is now facing charges of open murder.
Turning now to national news, we're learning more about the deadly shooting at a Dallas Immigration and Customs Enforcement field office. Haley Gravy has this story.
Yesterday, September 24th, an ICE facility was shot at by a sniper positioned on a rooftop. Authorities confirmed that 2 detainees were killed and 1 more was injured, along with the suspect being dead. The shooter was identified as 29-year-old Joshua Jan, who investigators say harbored deep hatred towards ICE. According to Kash Patel, a written note was recovered, reading in part, "Hopefully this will give ICE agents real terror to think, is there a sniper with armor-piercing rounds on that roof?" Patel added the attack was pre-planned. Investigators say Jan used apps capable of tracking ICE facilities and their transport movements. He had also searched online the day before about the Charlie Kirk shooting. Officials linked Jan to Antifa, a group that is known for trying to overthrow the U.S. government. J.D. Vance responded to the attack, offering prayers for those killed and injured. A photo was also shared from inside the immigration office of an American flag that had been shot, with 2 bullet holes.
Thanks to Haley Gravy for that report. And in more national news, there's a new push from within the Justice Department. It's raising eyebrows, urging federal prosecutors to investigate the foundation tied to billionaire philanthropist George Soros. The move is stirring fresh debate over political influence and the potential targeting of high-profile figures.
A senior Justice Department official has reportedly directed multiple U.S. attorneys' offices to prepare plans for potential criminal investigations into the Open Society Foundations, the global nonprofit network funded by billionaire Democratic donor George Soros. According to the New York Times, a directive circulated Monday from Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche's office urged prosecutors in at least 6 jurisdictions, including California, New York, Washington, D.C., and Chicago, to weigh possible charges ranging from racketeering and wire fraud to providing material support for terrorism. DOJ lawyer Akash Singh cited a conservative watchdog report claiming the foundation funneled more than $80 million to groups with alleged extremist ties. The move comes just weeks after President Donald Trump publicly called for federal racketeering charges against Soros and his son. In an August 27th post on Truth Social, the president accused the Soros network of backing violent protests and, quote, ripping apart America, unquote, saying his administration would not tolerate further unrest. Open Society Foundations quickly pushed back. In a statement to Newsmax, a spokesperson called the accusations outrageous and false, insisting the group does not fund or support violent protests and that its mission is to advance human rights, justice, and democratic principles. The organization also reiterated a standing disclaimer that it does not pay or train protesters. Conservative critics argue that because money is fungible, Soros-linked funding of activist organizations can still indirectly support demonstrations. But a Justice Department spokesperson told The Times the agency's focus is on public safety and that any investigation will follow evidence of actual federal crimes.
In more local news, a man is arrested and remains behind bars tonight after reportedly breaking into a neighborhood gas station. Police say that suspect was caught shortly after the incident following reports of a late-night break-in.
On Tuesday, September 23rd, a man was arrested near Coyote Corner. Police say he forced entry into the property and attempted to remove items from the shed area. The suspect was dropped off by a blue pickup truck, which matched the description from the 911 call. The driver told investigators he had picked up the man at Lakeside Casino and taken him home. However, the man asked to be dropped off at the gas station instead. The suspect was identified as Ryan Quayle, a former employee at Coyote Corner. He is now facing charges of forced entry and intent to commit petite larceny.
A local team is the new PCL champ. All that in sports and more when News 25 returns.
In a wreck, need a check.
In a wreck,
need a check.
In a wreck, need a check.
Hurt in a wreck and need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Struggling with opioid or alcohol use in rural Nevada? West Care Nevada is here to help. Our rural opioid and alcohol recovery program, called ROAR, offers medication-assisted treatment and support services to help you take back control. Since 1973, we've helped people build healthier, brighter futures. Call 775-751-6990. Take the first step today.
The construction reduction event starts now at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. We're adding on around 3,100 square feet of shop space and desperately need to make room for contractors and their equipment. We're hoping you'll help out. Here's how. Come down to the Auto Plaza by September 30th. Find your perfect car, truck, or SUV and put it in your driveway. We don't expect you to do all the heavy lifting. To help make space in your driveway great again, get discounts of up to $13,700 off a GMC Sierra half-ton. Get a Silverado 1500 Custom starting at only $34,100 or drive a Chevy Colorado for only $499 a month with $1,500 down. Nearly every vehicle is being marked down. We'll have loan specialists ready to help with any credit situation and lenders standing by with millions to lend. Only at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Stop by today.
I'm excited to announce that we're having a huge sale on overstock and brand new products. For example, MyPillow Percale bed sheets Every color, every style, every size, only $29.88. Our Perkel bed sheets are breathable, cool and crisp, and they're perfect for spring and summer. And check out Rev 7, the next generation of energy drinks. It tastes great, and it gives you energy all day with no jitters and no crashes. Best of all, it's actually good for you. And for a limited time, try our 3-pack absolutely free. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save 20% on our Rev 7 12-packs, or try our introductory 3-pack absolutely free. And our Perkel bed sheets, all sizes, only $29.88. Twin size, full size, queen size, king sizes, all $29.88. Inventory is extremely limited at this price, so order now.
Hurt in a wreck? The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks.
Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, a big congratulations goes out to the Las Vegas Aviators for clinching the title of Pacific Coast League baseball champions. Mikey Ruhan has all that and more right now in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Las Vegas Aviators are Pacific Coast League champions. That's right, they took down the Tacoma Rainiers Wednesday night with a 7-3 victory. They completed the sweep. Broom emoji. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Aces are headed to Indiana for Game 3 in their series against the Fever. Can the Aces cool off the Fever? Or will things get hotter in the Hoosier State? Pahrump Valley Trojan football is back. Friday, they welcome Virgin Valley High School. JV kicks off at 4 p.m. Varsity starts at 7. Las Vegas Raiders, they welcome Da Bears this
Sunday.
Now here's a plot twist straight out of a sci-fi movie. Robot umpires are coming. They're headed to the major leagues in 2026. MLB's 11-man competition committee approved the use of automated ball strike systems, or as I call it, Robo-Blue. So is that a ball or a strike?
I don't know. I'm a robot. System overload.
And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Awesome, Mikey, but I'm not too sure about robots in sports. Well, we'll take a closer look at that in another story. Time now to take a look at noteworthy local businesses. Quentin Jeffrey from Black Cow Cafe is here to invite us all to the Multicultural Business Expo that's this weekend.
Yes, we do have an event coming up September 28th, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's the inaugural Pahrump's inaugural Multicultural Business Expo. At the event, you can expect to see vendors, multicultural. We got some soul food, Hawaiian. We got Native American. We have a different background, different cultures. They're going to come showcase their works. They're entrepreneurs, business owners. They're going to come enlighten us on how they got to where they are. Give us some marketing strategies, some personal stories, how to manifest your dreams, basically, and a little roadmap to, get you started into business and creating your own success. The event is going to be September 28th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Black Cow Coffee House, located at 1266 East Calvada Boulevard, Suite number 4. We're on the corner of Calvada and Pahrump Valley Boulevard.
In today's health news, with kids back in school and flu season right around the corner, it's important for parents to make sure that their little ones get vaccinated.
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
It's important that we look at flu vaccines for children to reduce the risk of becoming sick. Even a mild case of flu, people can have fever for several days. They feel pretty miserable. But more moderate and severe cases can land children in the hospital and unfortunately cause hundreds of pediatric deaths in this country each year.
Dr. Kimberly Giuliano is a pediatrician at Cleveland Clinic Children's. She says the CDC recommends children ages 6 months and older to get the flu vaccine. The vaccine can be given at a well-child visit or your local pharmacy. If your child is scared of needles, Dr. Giuliano says they do have a nasal spray available for children 2 years and older. Side effects from both types of vaccines are generally mild, if at all, and typically only last a day or two. Dr. Giuliano adds that the flu vaccine doesn't just protect your child, but others who may be around them.
If we vaccinate ourselves, we become less good at spreading the virus to other people. So if you live with elderly individuals, people with compromised immune systems, young babies who can't get the vaccine yet, or anyone who has a chronic medical condition, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting your friends and family.
Stay tuned. We have intergalactic, out-of-this-world news for you and more when News 25 returns.
Attorney Jonathan Nelson, don't you want to tell everyone about your awards?
That's right, Rhonda. J.K. Nelson Law has received Best Attorney of Pahrump for 6 years in a row. We've also been recognized by Best of Las Vegas. So if you have a legal need, stop by one of our 3 locations in Pahrump, Summerlin, or Southwest Las Vegas. Give us a call, 727-9900. And remember, when you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
Come on, not again. This is so frustrating.
What's the matter, honey?
It's our internet again. It's too slow and I'm lagging on my game. And I'm playing with my friends.
I know, we need a faster connection.
My friends have Valley Communications and they never lag.
Are you tired of slow internet speeds? Valley Communications offers lightning fast internet that will keep everyone happy and connected. No more buffering or lag. Switch to Valley Communications and experience the difference.
Valley Communications, local, affordable, reliable.
Pahrump Fall Fest returns to Petrick Park Thursday, September 25th through Sunday, September 28th. 4 big days of carnival rides, live music, food, vendors, and a parade. Admission is free, fun for the whole family. Big thanks to our Pahrump Fall Festival sponsors: United Rentals, Work Smart, Work Safe, and Work United. Johnny Walker RV, roam free in your Johnny Walker RV. Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Go to visitpahrump.com. We'll see you at Fall Fest.
1 in 4 Americans today are living with a disability. I'm one of them. I care deeply about creating a world we can all fully participate in, free from stigma, misperceptions, and barriers. And we've got a trusted ally on our side, an organization we can rely on, Easter Seals. Rooted in communities nationwide, Easter Seals helps empower millions of people, regardless of age or disability, through its life-changing services and powerful advocacy. Today and every day, Easter Seals is leading the way to full equity, inclusion, and access to healthcare, employment, and education for people with disabilities, families, and communities. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Learn more and get involved at easterseals.com.
In the quiet corners of our country, everyday people with a love for the outdoors are leaving the world a little better than they found it. With no recognition or pat on the back, the reward is the rustle of leaves, the ripple of water, the call of the wild. These are the unsung heroes of the wetlands. Everyday people investing their time, their resources, and their hearts into conservation. They are the stewards of our most precious resources, ensuring that the magic of the outdoors lives on for future generations. Ducks Unlimited relies on the hard work and support of these individuals Without their dedication, our mission to protect these vital ecosystems for those who draw inspiration and sustenance from them would remain out of reach. Join Ducks Unlimited and become part of a community of outdoor enthusiasts committed to preserving our wetlands for the next generations of unsung heroes. A public service from Ducks Unlimited.
It's the Drive Into Fall event all month long at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. This fall, you can save big on every new Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram in stock. Save $5,500 on new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon 4x4. Get legendary off-road capability combined with rugged durability and modern features that make the 2025 Gladiator Rubicon 4x4 a versatile choice for any lifestyle. Or what about a brand new 2025 Grand Cherokee Trailhawk 4xe? This plug-in hybrid SUV with a 2.0 turbocharged engine producing 375 horsepower and 470 pounds-foot of torque. All that, and you can get available 0% financing for 72 months. That's right, you can take it home today and pay no interest for 72 months. Come in and see us today for the Drive Into Fall event going on now at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Garner, and I'm working with Save the Children to fight for kids' futures. Poverty impacts 11 million children in the U.S., forcing families to make impossible choices. Every day, parents in rural America are deciding between essentials just to survive: gas or groceries, lunch or laundry, rent or running water. 1 in 5 children are hungry right now because of impossible choices like these. They're more likely to start school significantly behind their peers, and they may never catch up. Growing up in West Virginia, I saw kids living with hunger and poverty, and I've seen the impact Save the Children has on their lives. They give children the nutritious food and learning opportunities they need to thrive, so families don't have to choose. To learn more about how we help kids in rural America, go to SaveTheChildren.org.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Well, in today's shockingly good news, did you know that there are potential energy-saving opportunities all around you? That's why Valley Electric Association is sharing how you can conserve more energy around your home.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Do you want to save energy at home? Take these simple steps for a house full of energy savings. In your living room, install a smart or programmable thermostat that adjusts to your lifestyle and saves energy. In your kitchen, use small appliances like toaster ovens and slow cookers when possible. In the bathroom, take a short shower instead of a bath. And don't forget to turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. In the bedroom, ceiling fans cool people, not rooms. Turn them off when the room is empty. In the den or office, plug electrical gadgets into a power strip and turn them off when devices are not in use. If you have an attic, check that your attic is adequately insulated. It's one of the easiest ways to save energy in your home.
The truth is out there. Alien Fest is landing in Las Vegas this Saturday at the Windmill Library, and ufologist Gene Stico will be there with his eye on the mysterious Three-Eye Atlas and the so-called UFO Hellfire missile video. We have a preview of what's in store for this out-of-this-world reveal.
I wanted to get Gene's opinion on the Three-Eye Atlas that's coming.
It's a big rock. You know, at the end of the day, that's all we know about it. I take a very pragmatic approach. And the fact of the matter is, before these papers dropped in our laps in 2019, outside of binging Ancient Aliens on a weekend, I had no interest in this subject.
Wow.
And so, the 4 years, now 5 years, that I have lived with this material, and I've compared it against all the phenomena and all the, everything that comes out, I run it against, and both initially trying to invalidate the works, now trying to show people how they actually support everything and anything. And when it came to Three Eye Atlas, I did the same thing. Was there information that was coming out that we could somehow correlate to any kind of technological signature, just like Avi Loeb, just like everybody who's keeping an eye on it has. And I haven't found any of that. So, I'm by no means an astrophysicist, an astrologer, any of those. My background's intelligence. I look for patterns. I follow the evidence, and I look for the signals, from the experts that begin to help me put together what it is that's going on, and when we need to panic or not.
What about that recent video of the missile hitting what looked like was a UFO, and then it kind of went back together?
It bounced off. Right. So that was that was a new piece of video evidence Representative Burleson introduced during the same UAP hearing I mentioned earlier with George Knapp. And, again, fascinating. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it essentially shows some kind of anomalous craft, kind of looks like a blob, traveling at high speeds. Wow. It was taken from a military drone over Yemen, and another drone shot a Hellfire missile at it. The Hellfire missile hit the back right corner of the object, bounced off of it, went around it, and the craft seemed to split off into 3 additional smaller pieces that continued to follow this thing at a high rate of speed. So, the source of the video is unknown. It's fascinating to watch. The UAP community is dissecting it ad nauseum, and there are 1,000,001 theories and ideas about what it is. But, I go back to interesting, looks good, let's table it and see what comes later, because nobody knows what it is and nobody knows what the result is. The Department of War needs to answer for why a Hellfire missile could bounce off of anything, and I don't suspect we're going to hear that answer anytime soon.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Speaking of out of this world, that's the theme for our Pahrump Fall Festival. The first day going on right now, and it's a beautiful weather day to usher in that festival. Only scattered clouds and light breezes. That and more in weather next.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bell Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Time now to take a look at our weather in Pahrump for the Fall Festival and Las Vegas and other surrounding areas of Nevada. Topping out at 103 is Death Valley, and about 9 degrees less, Las Vegas. That's the high today, same as Amargosa. Beatty's high 89. Goldfield tops out at only 78 degrees. Tonopah's high 75. Very comfortable there. Carson City's high today 79. Ballin tops out in the low 80s, and so does its weather twin of Fernley. And in Pahrump, it is currently 89 degrees. Wonderful weather for a fall festival. Head on over there after our news tonight. And today's high was 92 degrees with winds out of the south-southwest at 13 miles per hour. Humidity was only 24%. Sunrise was at 6:34 a.m. And tonight we can expect overnight lows of 64 degrees with winds out of the east at 8 miles per hour. Humidity increases a bit to 37%. Sunset will be at 6:35 p.m. And looking ahead to our 7-day forecast, tomorrow will be sunny with a high of 88, a low of 65. Perfect time for you to go out and enjoy the Pahrump Fall Fest either tomorrow or Saturday with the high of only 82, low of 64, but humidity will increase to 51% because it will be partly cloudy with a chance of scattered thunderstorms on Saturday. Sunday will top out again at 82 and lows in the mid-60s. Humidity decreases a bit to just below 50%. Monday, the start of our work week, we top out in the mid-80s and have lows in the mid-60s. Beautiful day as the sun comes back out also on Tuesday with highs in the lower 80s and the 60s. The same ends for our midweek forecasts in the mid to upper 80s and lows in the mid to low 60s. A beautiful time to enjoy this fall weather. And again, head out to the Pahrump Fall Festival that's going on through this Sunday. That does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at Ace Country Radio and KPVM News, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at the Fall Fest this weekend. Good night.
Ace Country Radio. Reach a larger audience all the time, 24 hours